Alrighty, hey guys, what is up? It's Mr. Adam here, and today I'm coming at you with another video. Welcome back to my channel again, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed your stay here. Hope you guys enjoyed the past videos. As always, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Alrighty, one of the first things I wanted to go ahead and talk about is, as you saw on the title of this video, I will be talking about what is next after college. Now, I might be one of the few channels out there who will be personally talking about their college experiences. Like, you might see some other stuff on YouTube or when you Google and stuff like that, but hopefully I can go ahead and help out maybe just a little bit, just documenting a little bit what goes on through my life as I'm getting ready to go to university. I will be attending UTSA, the University of Texas at San Antonio, and right now I did finish getting my associate's degree at Southwest Texas Junior College. So I wanted to go ahead and just reflect upon what has happened for the first 2 years, of course, during that junior college, and hopefully just to help you guys who are probably going into as well as to college as well, for if you guys want to go ahead and continue that education. But one of the first things that I did learn in the first year of college, or I'll go ahead and break it down into the 4 semesters. During my first semester in college was one of the little bit different things, I guess you would say, because right now you're just still trying to adjust. When I did talk to a personal counselor of mine, as well as some family friends, they always let me know that the first year, or at least the first semester of college, is fine if you don't do as good. I do admit that I didn't do as well as I wanted to. I didn't make any dean's list. I didn't make any 4.0 GPA, and that's fine. I still passed my classes, I still got my degree, and here I am now. So I'm honestly really grateful for that. But one of the few things that I did learn is the time management. During this time management, as everyone would know, is that you have to balance yourself in every single aspect of what you're doing. Sometimes you're going to be wanting to study that you're going to have some difficulty in. I was not very proficient in math, so I knew I had to go ahead and take a little bit more time, a little bit more, I had to put a little bit more work into that class, because I know that was one of the things that was going to, harm me a little bit, if I do have to say so myself. As with the other classes that I did take as well, I was, of course, I was still prepared for them. I still did my best in them, and of course, as mentioned earlier, I did pass. But as mentioned earlier, it was just the time management. What you want to go ahead and do is, when you're first starting off in college, is that you want to go ahead and make sure you get a planner. Any type of planner will do. Let me go ahead and see if I can get mine real quick. Alrighty, so I do as mentioned right now, I do recommend the planners, because I do recommend the daily ones. That way you can go ahead and just put everything that you want to in all whatever little square that of course you do have. This is the best way that you could do it, because that way you can keep track of every days, and sometimes you can X it out. I wasn't too confused with the dates, so I just went ahead and just left everything as it is. Okay, I see the next day, 16th, went ahead and got a test that day. So of course that's what mainly it is, but if anything, I do recommend the planner, because it saves you time and you get more organized. So that first year of college is what you want to go ahead and start practicing for your continuing, if you want to go ahead and continue your education. What you want to go ahead and do is just start with that time or management, or that organization, of course, because if you plan out your classes during the first year, you get into that routine, of course, of making sure you document everything. You're in class, the professor gives you a due date for the next test, for the next quiz. Go ahead and jot it down on the quiz. Make sure you just go ahead and check it back when you're not doing anything. You go ahead and check it back, and you can go ahead and get started on it if you're not doing anything. It did help me out in the planning aspects of projects and essays, because of course in college you're going to be writing a little bit more essays than of course the high school, and it just really helps out a bunch, because it really does help out a bunch because you want to go ahead and make sure you're not missing out on any assignments whatsoever. You want to go ahead and keep on top of everything. Of course, maybe sometimes you're going to be slacking, maybe you're going to have like some difficulties here and there when some things are going to be overbearing. I know that was the problem with me sometimes. I did have a lot on my plate. Just this recently I had 4 essays due in one day. That was just unfortunate timing, but of course, planning out everything of other days when I didn't have to do anything, you go ahead and do that. Okay guys, and moving on to the second semester. The second semester is where I went ahead and applied those time organization skills from the first semester. I did have a better chance of going ahead and just making sure I was on top of everything. I did do better in my classes. Of course, it was a little bit better in getting over. I suffered from a almost 2.50 GPA the first semester. Went ahead and brought that back up to a 3.25 in the second semester, just so I can go ahead and just keep that momentum going. During the second semester, one of the few things that I did learn was just going ahead and making sure you're keeping calm through everything. Okay, this is your second semester. Your classes have already changed. Of course, you're gonna have to get into that new routine of time management. But one of the things that mainly helped with me was, if you are attending either a small junior college or a big university, go ahead and try your best to go out and just meet some friends. You never know, if you do have some good friends from the past high school who are going to the same college as you, or the same thing if you made some friends with your roommates, you want to go ahead and do that as well, so you can go ahead and just keep that little calm and I guess keep a little bit sane, because when you're starting out, of course, it's going to be still feeling a little bit different from what you're used to. Of course, during that, sometimes in college, during the second semester, I was trying to be a little bit more active, going to the chess club, talking with some friends. We do have a local cafe that I went ahead and just met with some few friends every day. Sometimes I didn't even have a class, and I would still go there just to relax, get some food, get some coffee, just chit chat with some friends, and it was really a nice experience. Of course, like me, I'm not very adamant about making friends. It's always been a difficulty with me, and sometimes I can't put myself out there. I'm a little bit awkward, but mostly like everyone else, I am a little bit shy and I can't get myself out there. So I had the advantage of being with friends that I already knew from high school, as well making new friends from the college that I did have in some classes. So that was a really great experience, meeting up with some old friends, meeting with new friends, just making sure that I'm still on top of everything, but at the same time, just relaxing. Of course, you need that R&R so you can be at your tip-top condition, so you can go ahead, continue, and just continue your good times in college. One of the things that I do recommend for that second semester is, of course, just if you're not a fan of public areas, make sure you just want to go ahead and go to a local place where that's all other college students go to, so you can just go ahead and be safe. If you do have a local cafeteria or a local I guess as well as a cafe, you want to go ahead and go there just so you could, you never know, meet some new people. I had the pleasure of meeting some new associates of mine in different new classrooms when I didn't have my other friends. Overall, it was a nice experience, getting to know more people, getting to know new experiences, and of course opening my mind to different opinions and ideas. Moving on to the third semester is where I wanted to go ahead and continue talking about is stress. During this time, I did have a little bit of difficulty of managing a little bit of time, just some, of course, outside problems that do contribute into your work habit and working, of course, in the college as you continue in your education. One of the things that I used to do while managing stress was just going ahead and pushing some assignments to the side. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't want to be able to push your assignments all the time, because then you're going to be getting into the habit, no, it's okay, I can go ahead and do this later. No, and then of course when that day comes, you know what, I'm fine, I still got a little bit more time, I'll do it later. That procrastination is not what you want. In my aspect of what I mean by pushing the assignments later is giving myself ample timing to go ahead and do other activities that I need to do. Being an adult requires you have to be doing adult things, such as going to the bank, buying some more groceries, if you do have a pet, taking care of your pet as well. So of course you want to be able to balance those things, and when you have too much, that stress piles on and you want to go ahead and procrastinate some other things. So one of the things that I do recommend there is, just when you're managing your stress, go ahead and just take a breather every once in a while. You don't have to do that 8-page paper in just one sitting. Go ahead and do 1 or 2 hours of that paper. Go ahead and take a break. Like as mentioned earlier, go ahead and chit chat. Go ahead and go have a drink of coffee, a drink of soda, drink of some of that energy, just so you can get that motivation. And of course, if you do have questions, go ahead and just talk to a counselor or for a teacher, an advisor or something. That way you can go ahead and just continue on that right track. I did it a few times, of course, where I do talk to a counselor of mine or my college advisor just to see what my next step was, and that gave me confidence, like, okay, I need to do these classes. Right now I'm still stuck on this, but if I get through it, boom, there it is. And that's all in the time span, in all that time span, of course, that's where I just go ahead and just 2 different points in time, I just go ahead and just slice it a little bit, and just do something else just to keep my mind distracted. Still focused that I need to go ahead, oh, I need to finish this paper, or I need to finish this assignment, but still I put it off to the side just for a little bit, just to go ahead and get back to it with a good fresh mind, good mental attitude, just so you can go ahead and continue. Okay guys, well this is where I'm still a little bit of a noob in terms of recording, but my recording did cut off after that last segment that you just heard me spoke in that last clip. But one of the last thing that I mainly wanted just to make a point about was just have fun. Of course, you're in college, you're going to be exposed to new experiences, going to places, hanging out with new people, exploring the new ideas and stuff like that. And of course, if whatever floats your boat, you can go ahead and do so. So just go out there, explore a little bit. From one popular YouTuber that I've heard is just life's too short, make the most of it. Just go ahead and do what you want to go ahead and do, and of course make sure you're still on top of everything. Alrighty guys, well that's gonna be it for today's video. I did hope you enjoyed the video. I do know that I did have a little bit of problem, of course, with this recording, and hopefully I can make it up to you guys in the future. But as always, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to drink some water, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.
This is dedicated to my ex-lovers. Hope that you hear this, never find another. Me and my friends, we don't worry or pretend. Hope you play this at your wedding, yeah, the one I wanna attend.